Alright guys, this is SpartasFinest here, back again. Got another battle today, this time with a guy named the humanshoe69, and he is a good YouTuber with like over 1,000 subscribers, so his link will be in the description, go check him out and stuff. But yeah, here is the battle. So anyways, he leads with Latios, which I predicted, because I had Selby in my lead spot, so I thought Latios was his best guy to deal with Selby. So I'll lead with Landers because I am scarfed, and that way I can go for the U-turn. If he stays in, great, I get super effective damage off. He switches out, great, I get switch advantage. And he switches out into Skarmory, which is nice because I can go into my Heatran, which is the air balloon set with Stealth Rock. So yeah, I get those up right away because, well, I figure he's going to switch since he would be probably pretty dumb to stay in with the Skarmory on a Heatran. But yeah, he goes into Rotom, so I'm going to go into Selby, knowing I could take the Hydro Pump or the Volt Change. I kind of figured he would Volt Change. I wanted to stay in with Heatran to take that, but I kind of wanted to keep my Air Balloon for his Gliscor, which I saw in the team preview, because Gliscor gets walled pretty easily by Air Balloon Heatran, so especially with Hidden Power Ice. So, yeah, he goes into Tyranitar to get out the sand. I figure he brought it in because he wants to hit me with the Dark move or something, so I go into Terrakion, and he makes a double switch, which is a pretty nice play. He goes into his Gliscor, and I notice here he doesn't have the Toxic Orb, but I go into Heatran anyways, because with the Air Balloon, he can't really do a lot to Heatran, but he predicts that switch as well, but he predicted something else, I guess. Maybe he predicted my Selby to come in and wanted to hit with the Brave Bird, but anyways, he goes into Skarmory. He's going to have to switch out. Now, I go straight for the Fire Blast. I knew you'd go into Tyranitar, but I figured it wouldn't be worth it to predict the Earth Power, because with Tyranitar's incredible special bulk with the Sandstorm and everything, it still wouldn't even do a lot of damage, so it just wouldn't really be worth it. But yeah, now I go into Landers. I know he's probably going to set up his rocks. If anything, he's going to Superpower Earthquake. But yeah, I go for the U-turn here, thinking he'd want to switch out, but he predicts that, but I still get a decent chunk of damage off. Although he goes for the Pursuit, but luckily that doesn't do too much damage because his Tyranitar, judging by the set, I'm almost positive now that's the set with just Careful Nature, Max Special Defense, and then Crunch, Pursuit, either Earthquake or Superpower, and then Stealth Rocks. But yeah, now go into Scizor because Scizor takes on Tyranitar quite easily, especially since I know I will outspeed it. And I can go for the U-turn, force him to go into Skarmory, and go into Heatran to scare this thing out. So I'm going to go for the Fire Blast again, because again, it's just not worth the over-prediction of, going Earth Power or anything. Although it would be kind of worth it to go for the Hidden Power Ice here, but he goes into Latios. I really thought he would over-predict and go for the Dragon-type move, but unfortunately he plays it safe, and I kind of have an over-prediction there, I guess, so that sucks, but oh well. I guess I'll have to deal with it. But anyways, I go into Scizor here, knowing he's going to think I could take a Surf, and yeah, he's going to fear the Bullet Punch. I pursue predicting a switch, so that's awesome, because even if he did Surf, I would still kill him. As Latios is probably the biggest threat on my team, so it's good I did that. But now it goes into Gliscor, and this sucks because I lost my main, my best check counter to this thing, check is the Air Balloon, which is Heatran, and I knew once I didn't have the Toxic Orb, it would be the Swords Dance set with the Flying Gem and the Acrobatics, which is quite powerful because, especially with Sandveil and with the Substitute, it can be quite annoying to try and hit this thing, especially if you want to use like something like Stone Edge or Hydro Pump, because yeah, with 60 accuracy, you're not hitting the thing very often. But here you see with just one Swords Dance, he is quite powerful, especially with that Flying Gem, because he takes out Jellicent in one hit, so that really sucks. But at least I break its sub, and I go into Landorus. I honestly thought I had Hidden Power Ice, but I forgot to put it on it. I put Hammer Arm on it instead, I think, which is probably a mistake, but luckily he feared the Hidden Power Ice, and I go for Stone Edge because I figured it could hit his Gliscor the hardest of any of my moves, especially with the Sand Force boost. But it goes into Skarmory. I missed twice. I just wanted to see how much damage it would do to it, but I'm not able to, unfortunately. So now I go into Selby because he's my only thing that can really hurt his Skarmory. All my guys are pretty much physical, and except for Jellicent, who I don't know if he can really do that much damage. I mean, he can Scald and get a bit of damage and then get maybe a burn, but he would really kind of be somewhat Spikes fodder, I think, for Skarmory, which I wouldn't really like. But I go for the Hidden Power Fire. Doesn't do quite as much as I would like. Oh, it does do a good chunk, but I was just wishing that somehow it would like one-hit kill it. But I'm going to recover here. I was hoping I would be able to take the Brave Bird with over half. I kind of knew I didn't, but I don't know. It was just a hope. I wanted to gain health. I wasn't satisfied with how high in health I was because I figured Selby, if I could keep it high in health, was a big threat to his team. So I was really hoping there because potentially I might have been able to sweep, but unfortunately that is not the case because, yeah, he gets me nice and low, and then his Gliscor is able to come in, hit me with the acrobatics, and take me out. So I go into Scizor now, knowing he's going to fear the Bullet Punch pretty much and go into his Jirachi. I predict that and go for the U-turn here, which is nice because the banded U-turn is going to get a good chunk of damage off on that thing, which I really need because this is one of the few big threats on his team left to me because it does wall me pretty well. It takes hits quite well. Yeah, it's a bulky poke and has great typing. So I'm going to Landorus. I was hoping I could scare it with the Earthquake and go U-turn, thinking I wouldn't just U-turn twice in a row, but he does have the Protect, so he can skip my move, unfortunately. And yeah, that sucks, but I go into Scizor knowing his set, if he has Protect, he is, and just judging by the leftovers and everything, he's likely the special defensive set with Wish, Protect, Body Slam, and Iron Head, which I am correct about. So I know he can't do a lot of damage to Scizor, and this way I could get the free U-turn off. And pretty much my plan now is, I think, if I'm remembering this correctly, take the hit with Scizor, either the Body Slam or U-turn, or Iron Head, hit him with the U-turn, and then go into Landorus, Earthquake as he protects, to scare him out of to let him know that I'm locked into Earthquake, and to scare him to switch out and then make a double switch. But he actually goes straight into his Rotom, so that's kind of unfortunate. But I'm gonna switch out here because obviously I don't want to leave in a Scarf Poke that's locked into Earthquake on a Rotom. So I go into Scizor's Death Fodder because I know after the Stealth Rock and Spikes damage I'm gonna die, so I might as well take advantage of him to get a free switch out of it. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go back into Landorus because I have 2 pokes left, Landorus and Terrakion, and he has 4 guys. He pretty much has Tyranitar, Rotom, Jirachi, and Gliscor. And I know if I could get this Rotom in low enough health, I think, and if I can hit his Gliscor from the health he's at, Terrakion could really just sweep his team. So that's what I'm really hoping here. Thankfully, he misses that first Hydro Pump. And I'm thinking that might have actually been kind of crucial just because now I'm going to be able to get off his second Hammer Arm. And Terrakion's going to be able to come in, easily take out this Rotom with the close combat. And here, Terrakion is just going to wreak some havoc because this thing is just amazing. He's like my favorite sweeper in 5th gen because, yeah, I think last battle I said Daruma or Darmanitan might be my favorite guy from 5th gen, but no, Terrakion is. Terrakion looks like a boss, and he's just amazing. Like, look at this. He's so powerful, and he's got great speed. And with the stab, close combat, and Stone Edge, not a lot of pokes can resist that combo. Sorry. But yeah, anyways, he goes for Jirachi, and with the Gliscor too. I was really scared that with the Sandveil, a Stone Edge would really miss that thing. I only had 60 accuracy. And then with his Jirachi, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to close combat it and kill it. But apparently I was able to. Then take it as Tyranitar. And that will be the match with just a 1-0 Terrakion clutch. So, good game, the Human Shoe. Go check out his channel, guys. And other than that, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys later.